Hey, I'm here today with an update on how my wearable tech fashion line is going and to show you some samples and some good news and bad news about the process. So as I announced in my earlier video, and on YouTube I'll put a link up there so you can see it if you haven't already, I'm scaling up my FashionTech designs to go beyond just doing them myself in my basement and working with a makerspace in Shenzhen who's scaling up production for me. So I have a few updates for you on how that's going. So the process working with them is that I sent them my patterns and my technical details and all of the information on my boards and how I wanted the lights to be, and that they are going to send me some samples so that I could take a look at them, and if all that was good and I proved the samples, they'd move forward to production. So the samples have arrived, and as I mentioned, there's some good news and some bad news. So we'll start with the bad news first. So this is kind of a big one, but the lightings on the dresses are actually on the outside of the fabric. I don't know if you can see here, but I'll take a better video and overlay it. So in my designs, obviously the lights are on the inside of the fabric. So for the sequin dress, the lights are meant to be underneath the layer of sequin fabric so that the lighting all shows through, like in the prototypes that I've already made in my studio. So obviously not what I wanted. I'll show you the other ones. Here we go. So this is the bodysuit, and as you can see, the wires are on the outside now. So the changes are going to be to put a layer of semi-sheer fabric over top of the wires, and then probably also color the wires so that they're not showing through, because even with fabric over top, I think you'll still be able to see these wires. So it's too bad that the lights were on the wrong side, but my supplier was aware and they said it was no problem and a really easy change to just switch the way the wiring was. So I feel good about the fact that it's going to be an easy problem to fix for the next round. So now for the good news. Aside from that mistake, the quality and everything else is really awesome, and I've been really happy with everything else. The fabrics are all really nice. I designed these with a removable lining because with electronics, obviously you can't throw them in the washing machine. So all of these have this lining that you can take out, and I'll show it here to you. So the skirt and the dress both have this lining where there's buttons and then little hooks, so you can actually remove all of this, and then in the in the final design the lights would be on this side, so then you can also access the electronics from the inside, but they're not against your skin. So the lining fabric is really nice. I tried them on earlier and it feels really smooth, really nice against your skin. It almost feels like you're wearing pajamas, and it falls really nicely on your body. With some fabrics, if there isn't a slip underneath, it can kind of cling and be really unforgiving. But with this slip lining, it feels and falls really, really nice. So you just look really, really awesome. And then for the sequin dress, the sequin fabric is really nice. It's really iridescent and shiny. So when you wear it, you feel like you're wearing a disco ball. And there's going to be silver and gold. The gold's going to be the same fabric. I don't have a gold sample, but just in gold. So I was really happy with this. Those are the updates on the samples. The next steps on this is that I've requested a new round of samples to make sure that everything's right, and that when they put the lights on the inside, that the transparency is right so that the lights are shining through and that you can't see any of the wires or anything on the outside once the fabric's over it. So it's going to take another 20 days to do the next round of samples, which is kind of a downer because that's a pretty big delay, but despite all of that, I'm still feeling really good based on just how close everything was. Aside from the lights being on the wrong side, I feel really good about the quality, the fit, the patterns came through really nicely in terms of how they fit in the different sizing. So still feeling really positive, and it was really, really cool to actually see these samples in life and be able to hold them and feel them and feel like things are really moving forward with this project. So thanks for watching and following on this journey. Even though it's a bit of a setback, I'm still feeling really excited and really happy about how the samples turned out and overall how this whole process is going. So thanks again for following, and I'll keep you updated on how things go.